I wanted to take a moment to give you an update since the last video I made, where I presented the idea that I may have an abnormal level of protein in my blood. The good news is, following a diagnosis, I do not have cancer at the present time in my blood. The difficult news is that I do have a disease. It's a type of disease with practically no symptoms at the moment. But it's still frightening. It's still a real thing, and it's still something that I have to live with and follow up with every 6 months for the rest of my life to make sure that it doesn't progress into something more dangerous. So given that news, given that diagnosis, I responded to the doctor, in all honesty, how am I supposed to live with that? Because this is new territory for me. It's a grief I've never borne before. His response was, you just live with it. So how am I living with it? I am continuing to ask the Lord Jesus for daily strength, and He is continuing to give me the strength that I need. My relationship with Him has never been more close and more sweet than it has been these past 2 difficult months. He gives me the strength I need to love my family, to serve my church, and to care for my neighbor, because these things have always brought me the greatest joy. Speaking of my family, I also wanted to give you a follow-up on how Jennifer is doing with Bell's palsy. 6 weeks ago, she began to have the symptoms of Bell's palsy and began treatments for it. Her doctor this past week told her that she shows so much promise that he believes she'll make a full recovery. So that encourages my heart very much. Just imagine not being able to close your eye while you sleep at night, or not being able to drink from a straw. Simple tasks like that we take for granted every day. And you can begin to understand how my heart is squeezed to pray for my beloved wife. So I'd ask that you would join us too in praying for these health matters, the things that have been so unique about this year for us. But God continues to give us strength and hope and provision, and for that, I give Him praise every day, every moment. I'm reminded, and I'll leave you with this final thought, of Isaiah 53:4. This has begun to mean more and more to me as I have gone through these trials. Surely He has borne our griefs and carried our sorrows. Isn't He good?